Hi, we're back with another video. Today we're talking morning routine, since that's another thing that a lot of my friends and family have been asking me for as well. This video specifically is dedicated to you. You know who you are, so. So let's get into the video. Morning routines are nothing other than just simple traditions that we have made throughout the years of our lives that we've been doing every single morning when we get up, every single day. Everyone has their own way of starting off the day, right? But my unique way is the one that I'm going to be describing right now. Honestly, I'm sure it's nothing too unique. It is a mixture of laziness and productiveness. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. When I get up, first thing what I do, well, actually, let's go back slightly to the night. When I go to sleep, before I go to sleep, I always tell myself that I will wake up tomorrow on my alarms. I will hear my alarms, I'll wake up and I'll be fine, and I'll wake up with a smile and happily. These are some affirmations that I tell myself the night that I go to sleep, because this girl right here has never been a morning person, and I don't think she will ever truly be a morning person. I just found a very good way to hack the system and make mornings the most productive time of my day. So I guess I'm sharing the same secret to you guys right now. When it comes to my mornings, I go to sleep saying those affirmations. They actually help. I wake up, and if everything goes smooth, I just wake up and get my day started. In case I open my eyes and I feel like, God, I cannot wake up today, I have absolutely no power in my body, I don't even have power to open my eyelids. Those are the days where I will just keep my eyes closed and try to stretch in bed, try to get myself moving from there. If not, just really, again, affirm myself that I have the energy, that I have what it takes to get up, and I'll eventually just pick myself up out of the bed. I know that's the hardest part of the morning, so for me, so once I have that done, everything else goes smoothly. Next thing I do is that the moment I wake up, I tend to make my bed. Making your bed first thing in the morning before you absolutely do anything else is really important, because that is your first physical task that you accomplish throughout the day. That's your first accomplishment through the day, which will just motivate you to accomplish all the other things that you have to do. And because it's such a simple thing to do, it has a great psychological effect on your mind, since it's just making your bed. I mean, everyone can do that, right? It's just arranging your blanket and your pillows, nothing big, unless you have OCD like me and you'll take 15 minutes, but that's okay. You can still do that. As long as you get your desired effect, that is your first, simplest accomplishment where you do not have to think too much, and it has a great effect on your mind, since it is just ready to get this day started and simply tackle all the issues that you have to face throughout the day. That is the first thing that I swear by every single morning. As a child, I never really understood the importance of it, since I just thought that my mom used to scream at me because she's an adult. I think that was my understanding as a child, until of course you would watch videos and people say it. My mom got into spirituality a lot, and she would tell me how it makes a great difference to your day, but I never really understood it until I started doing it every morning just for my own sake. I started to do this because when I started coming back from school or work to a messy bed, I would just get frustrated sometimes. So I just make my bed quickly, 5 minutes, even if it's just to throw blankets a little more neatly. I would do that just so that when I come back, I have a nice organized room to sit in, and I feel like actually sitting there and getting my work done. So yeah, those are the benefits of making your bed first thing in the morning. You affect your mind because it is filled with the positivity of an accomplishment, and it just has you looking forward to something when you're coming back from work or wherever you are. Right after making my bed, I also really like to light up a candle. I have a small meditation corner in my room Again, having a meditation corner in your house is said to be impacting your mind greatly, because it's just that one place in your house where you can find peace no matter what you're going through in your life. Especially in today's generation, all of us seem to be going through a lot of anxiety and depression, and even if you weren't through COVID, I'm sure a lot of people developed it anyway. So having this one corner in your house where you can find peace, it helps you reduce your stress and lower your anxiety. It is just that one place that you can trust to put you in more control. When you have that one meditative corner, I don't mean a big place, I just mean one simple corner. It doesn't even have to be decorated, just one corner. If you train your mind that that is the corner that you go to, believe me, it makes a difference, because just meditating is already a great thing to do, but if you have one specific place devoted to it, it also makes a difference, because then your mind is simply taught and trained that once you're in that place, you calm down, you come to a different place of your mind, you open up different parts of your brain, and you're just ready. Basically, you train your mind, you warm up your mind and make it ready to go through a meditative process so much easier, and just put all the anxiety and stress aside. I really do believe that meditation improves your day as well. Me being someone that has both depression and anxiety, meditation is something that saves me when nothing can. Starting my day off with that, it's just peace to my soul, I guess. But that's obviously a personal choice. It's nothing religious, it's more spiritual. And I will maybe write down all the benefits of meditation right here. But lighting up a candle first thing in the morning, I like to think of it with an analogy where when I light up the candle, the wax being simply all the negativity that I have inside me or I want to get rid of. And so while it's melting, the fire that I'm using to light up is my soul adding all I can in order to get rid of that negativity. So basically, the fire is me, the candle is negativity, and I'm getting rid of that negativity while the wax is melting. And having a scented candle is what makes a difference, and the scent that is brought out of that wax melting is what I call my positivity. So I keep a candle with a specific smell that I like. So while I light up the candle first thing in the morning, when I come into my room, that smell itself, whenever I smell that smell, I connect it with positivity. And that's the whole point of lighting up a candle. That analogy is my personal analogy that I like to keep, that motivates me to light up that candle every day. But it's such a small thing, and I think if you incorporate it through your day, it makes a difference as well. And I just like to start my day like that. Not only does it look good, it makes my room a more positive place and more friendly place to be in, and especially through online schooling, it just keeps me sane to be here for like 10-15 hours per day. Next point, journaling. I know this is something that has become a trend recently, I guess, but for me, honestly, I've always been a creative soul. I've always been in love with stationery, so turning any nice looking book into something, just to be able to write in a nice book was the best part of my days. So me being a creative soul, that is something that also when I wake up, it's just something that I look forward to when I wake up, and I'm like, yes, now I'll be able to write in that beautiful journal of mine, because I am that kind of a person who just loves stationery. But yeah, I keep two journals. One is a gratitude journal, one is a manifestation one, and the third one is not a journal, it's just a planner. Manifestation journal, I think, is self-explanatory. If you do not know what manifestation is, I will put up a definition somewhere right here. When it comes to the gratitude journal, I generally write down things that I'm grateful for the previous day, even the smallest things. I really saw that writing down things that I'm grateful for sort of gives me a reason to wake up each day, because there was a certain point in my life where I'd wake up and I would not even know what is the purpose of me waking up. Nothing's going right. Even the smallest things are just not working out for me. Nothing's working out for me anymore, and I just lost the fruit of life. I've had it only about a year now. It changed me in a way that it just forces me to think of all these little things throughout the day that I'm grateful for. And they might be as small as I have a roof over my head, I had food on my plate, I had delicious food on my plate, I had this or that. And I don't only mean the positive things. This is a mistake that I feel it was a mistake. When I started the gratitude journal, I try to keep it all positive. I would not mention any bad things. But over the time, when I started actually researching things and learning about it a little more, I realized that writing down negative things that happened throughout the day and being grateful for them was also really important for you. I saw a big change in me, because when I would only write down positive things, I was happy, I really was, but sometimes that one little bad thing that happened throughout the day would just, if this is how many good things happened to me throughout the day, one bad thing would happen, and the weight of that one thing would be right here. And so someone once told me, don't only be grateful for all the good things that happen to you, be also grateful for all the bad things that happen to you, because whatever reason, I don't know, if I woke up with pain in my stomach or something, I'd write down that I'm grateful for this pain because my body is telling me that I need to take care of it. It is high time I take care of my body. To be grateful for every little thing, and I just feel that that makes such a difference in your life in general. Makes you a more humble person and down to earth, and just brings out the most beautiful you. Journaling is also important because it keeps your thoughts organized, and when your thoughts are organized, you avoid things like depression or anxiety. You also avoid overthinking, you avoid bad sleep quality, because a lot of the times if we're people that overthink, if we're people that are going through depression, if we're people that have anxiety, and we go to sleep with all these three, or any one of these things, if we go to sleep with that thought, we never really sleep properly. We sleep with our minds actively thinking throughout the whole time, so our brains never get the rest. And along with journaling, when I have that planner next to me, I will plan out my whole day. I will not plan out every second of it each day unless I have a lot to do on a specific day, which then I will make a different plan. But generally, I'll just write down a to-do list, a basic to-do list of the things that I have to do, because that really helps me organize my day, my time, and just have those achievable goals, like those how good does it feel when you write something down and you've done it and you just cross it out? I don't know, when you check the box or you just cross that task out, it is just the most amazing part of my day. So that's one thing that I do, just plan things out. It helps me stay organized, it helps me reach my goals and the things that I have to do, especially since I'm a pretty forgetful person, so I like to write everything down in the morning so that I don't forget throughout the day, and just keep going through it all day, as much as I can do, of course. Journaling also improves your memory, so for a forgetful person like me, just writing things down apparently helps jog your memory. Once I'm done with that, or yet in between making my bed and journaling, the part where breakfast comes in. This is the part we're gonna talk about, breakfast. Now, I'm sure you've heard this multiple times before. Breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day, and I know that there's a lot of you out there that just skip that meal and think that this is not going to make a difference because it's just breakfast after all. You don't have time, you have work, you have school, you have calls to attend, you don't have space in your stomach after last night's meal, or you just don't feel like waking up and you just don't have the energy to make breakfast. All these things, you find these excuses to not have breakfast. Yet if you invest slightly bit of your own time in that meal, it makes a big difference, a humongous difference in your life. And that's something, again, that I didn't know and I've learned over the past 2-3 years. What I mean by breakfast, the drill is within 20 minutes of waking up, you should have one meal, because that is the meal that will give you the most energy throughout the day. However, I don't know about you, me personally, I cannot do that. I need slightly bit of time. I need at least 10 or 20 minutes to just wake up before I can eat something. So I really prefer, if I have a school day or something, I like to wake up an hour early. I will do all these things that I have to do, and then I'll go towards breakfast. Recently, I've discovered, me personally, I've discovered this juice, which is crazy because I would start my day always with a warm drink, something like tea or maybe like a decaf coffee. Decaf because caffeine would make me want to vomit first thing in the morning, so I would avoid that. But just, you know, some hot water or whatever, just something warm to start the day, because when I woke up, I have sinuses, so drinking something warm first thing in the morning, something hot first thing in the morning was something that I swore by to keep my sinuses calm throughout the day. But now that I wanted to tackle other issues in my health related issues, I discovered this drink called the celery juice. I know that sounds terrible, and it actually even looks terrible because it's a green juice, but surprisingly it doesn't even taste that bad. I saw a YouTuber do it randomly. She was just a random YouTuber. I just saw her make celery juice and I quickly googled what it's for, and when I saw the benefits, I was like, okay, I know that green juices are good for you, but when I think of green juices, I think of all these ingredients that go through it, and I don't have the patience or power to go shop for all these things and put them in every single morning. You know, I just don't have the mental power to do that every single morning. But celery juice, one ingredient, one very cheap and available ingredient in Poland, and one with so many benefits. I had to give it a shot. I just had to give it a shot, and I'm positively surprised with the effects. I initially started this for my acne because I have pretty intensive acne on my back, and this is why I started drinking the celery juice, but I came to experience different things while having it every single day. Now it's been almost a month since I've been having it, only a month, and the changes in my body are mind-blowing. I don't drink celery juice like just celery. I tend to add half an apple or just one apple just to change the taste a little, because celery initially is pretty salty, and I think it's person preference, but I don't really like salty that much. It's really drinkable. I know it sounds terrible, but it's really drinkable. So celery juice is not that bad when it comes to taste. I add apple because person preference, I add apple to it, and it is said to improve the function of the digestive tract, which is obvious, and this is how it affects the acne, because when your gut's clean, everything else is supposed to be clean. It also actually helps relax the nerves, and for me personally, I've seen it to really improve my energy levels. I don't know about others, but me as a woman, I've seen my energy levels decrease as older as I got. The older I got, the less energy I had, and the more pain in my body I had. And being someone that has depression or had depression, it was hard for me to find even the most basic energy to just move throughout the day. So I find myself sitting in bed all day doing nothing because I just simply did not have the energy, not only the mental energy but the physical energy to move. And I just started drinking this juice for my acne, but I noticed that it started giving me strength to move around, much more the energy to move around, but strength too. So I stopped working out for 6 months, and I got back to working out, and I thought, oh god, I won't be able to do anything. And I was surprised because I actually had the strength to move pretty much, and where I left off at is where I begun, to be honest, because that's how much strength I had, and which is surprising because between those 6 months I did try to get back to my workouts, but when I tried working out, I was so weak that I think I pushed myself a little too far, to a point that I almost threw up, and I just felt terrible, and I just didn't want to go back to it. I just did not have the physical strength to work out. And now working out for me is the same as I used to do it 6 months ago, and I have the strength and energy to do it. And even doing that, I have the energy to progress with my day. So I do not burn all my energy during the workout, but I have enough energy to go through my whole day. And that's something that celery juice has really improved. Just that one drink first thing in the morning, empty stomach, it helps so much. Next thing I do is make that water bottle thing. I attached a video of it on my previous video. I showed how my whole water drinking process looks like, because me as a person, it is very difficult for me to drink water, so that's the method I use to be able to drink water, especially throughout winters. But yes, initially I'll have that celery juice, I'll have something to eat. I'm also not a person that can eat much throughout breakfast, but egg, Belvita biscuits, anything protein related, toast, just a basic little snack, just to be able to have something eaten first thing in the morning, and that's it. The next thing I do is brush my teeth, of course. I as a person, I brush my teeth before having anything to eat, because that's what I've been taught, and that's what my grandma and my father have taught me throughout my life, and I'm coming to learn that all these little basic things that they've been teaching me since I was a kid are something that now doctors are recommending you do throughout the day. So I didn't change that ever in my life. I always brush my teeth before I had a meal, because what they told me was that it's simply, you have to clear out all the bacteria in your mouth before eating, because then if you eat, you're just gonna take in all the bacteria that you had through the previous day back into your body, and that's not the best thing to do. When I have the time, I really like to, in general, move first thing in the morning. If I have 5 minutes or 2 minutes even, I will just jump 15 times like a clown in my room. I'll just jump. Just jump. Just keep jumping. And jumping itself is set to put your mind in a more positive state. Not only does it unlock your body and just stretches your body in every way possible, it just, it uplifts your mood throughout the day. It unlocks that, just wakes you up. I think it has a better effect than caffeine itself does. It wakes you up, it opens up your mind and your muscles, and just has you ready to start the day well. And it is also a really good fat burning state. Even though you don't have to lose any weight or anything as such, with jumping first thing in the morning, it just helps you get rid of any fat that you do not want to have in your body. All the negative fat in your body, it helps you get rid of that. And not only that, it has good physical benefits, but it also affects your mind, and it just puts you in a better mood to start off the day and gives you slightly more energy to go through the day. That is what I do in general. However, if I have that slight time, like if I have a school break right now, I will take my time to go through a proper workout. Either a 15-minute yoga session or just a proper workout to start my day in that way, because it really, again, it wakes you up, it puts you in a better mindset, and it helps you go through the day with more energy, positivity, and productivity. And that's what we want, right? Last but not least, I will try, after everything is done, I will just try to go shower, change my clothes, change out of my PJs, especially since I'm home, change out of my PJs, make my hair, do those little things that make me think that just, they're important, especially if you're a woman, they're important especially for a woman, but they're important in general. Making that effort of getting out of your pajamas, it just psychologically sets you in that place where you're ready to work, you're ready to get your work done. It's again a coding strategy for your mind, where you tell your mind, okay, now it is time for me to start working. I am ready to start working. And same way, when the night comes closer, when you change into your PJs, you're telling yourself, okay, now it's time for me to go to sleep. Just that little thing throughout the day puts you in a different mind state, and it helps your productivity grow. And so yes, I would change my clothes as well, make my hair, etc., even if it's to look good on Teams or Zoom. I also really like to read first thing in the morning, because a lot of those gurus that you listen to, they say that reading should not be done when you're bored. Reading should also have your specific timing set throughout the day. I like to do it in the morning while I'm journaling, because I just simply try to take out more time for it. It's more of a leisure activity, and I just feel like I'm more concentrated in the mornings because I'm alone, my family's mostly sleeping, than I would be at night where I'm tired and it would be making me fall asleep. So first thing in the morning is just the best time for me to read. Not forgetting supplements, vitamins, first thing in the morning. I think most vitamins are recommended to be taken first thing in the morning. So for me, I take vitamin D, I take a hair vitamin, and those are basically the vitamins that I'm taking currently, but I change my vitamins throughout the year. And this is something that And first thing in the morning helps your energy levels, helps go through the day much better, and puts you in a better mind state. And this is what the whole morning routine is based on, to have a better mind state, to start off the day well, to be more productive throughout the day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you know the drill. These were just a few simple things that I do every single morning, and they really help me transform my days into better ones. And I hope that if you even take one thing out of this video, be sure that this one thing will change your day into much better. Thank you so much.